Right, today I want to do something really simple. I want to talk to you about how we went about building a following on Instagram of more than 10,000 people in less than 12 months. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the process, what we did, some little tips and tricks that you can do, and most of all, the rules that we live by when posting content on Instagram. Before you do anything, the first thing you need to do is take a step back and make sure that what you're going to post is genuine. Is your message clear? Do you have a story to tell? And do you think people will be interested in what you have to say? As a parent, we've all got something to say because we've got these amazing little children going through life's journey, learning as they go. And people just like to see that and share that. But be genuine. Don't use Instagram for ulterior motives more than what you're there to do. So for me, Instagram was all about documenting my journey with my daughter as I learned to cope with co-parenting and life after separation. That comes first and foremost. It comes across above anything to do with advertising, anything to do with the blog. Anything else comes secondary to the main message, which is that I want to promote life as a dad in a real and honest way, and I want to give my daughter the best life. Nothing comes above that main message. So it's got to be genuine, it's got to be real to you. Number two, I can't stress this enough, focus on quality, not quantity. Okay, so if you're just starting out, you might want to post maybe twice a day for a while just to build up a bit of a repertoire on your page. But otherwise, I cannot stress enough that you don't need to post 15 posts a day just to let people know that you're busy. Be really considered in the content you post. If you take 10 great pictures, you don't need to post them all straight away. Post the one that matters most to you. And then when you come to post the caption that goes with it, tell a story, make it really genuine and honest, and make it a highlight reel of your life. You don't need to focus on sharing every single moment that you have. Save those posts for later. You might want to reflect on them in a few weeks' time, and you might have an entirely different message to go with it based on the stuff that's been going on in your life since then. Number three is be consistent. So set out your stall, set out the types of content you want to post, the types of messages you want to promote, the time that you want to post, the visual style that you want to use. You might want to use a certain type of filter or a certain stylistic quality to your images. Everything must feel consistent because then people get behind the story that you're starting to tell. I can't stress that enough. If you start posting pictures of perfume bottles that you want to distribute, random captions or quotes, pictures of your kids, pictures of your dog, here, there and everywhere, people are not going to buy into it because they don't know what to expect. It's like telling a story. As you go through your story, people want to have a rough idea of what's going on, but they don't want to know the twists and turns along the way because that's part of the adventure. So make sure that people know what to expect from you and set your stall out early on so that you can build your page effectively. On that note, so point number 4 is that people prefer people. If you're a parenting page and you're not posting stuff that involves you or your children or real people, trust me, your follower growth is not going to go as quickly as it will if you were to share that honest, real look at yourself. People don't care if you have the perfect Instagram life. They don't care if you've got the perfect filter. What they want to see is honest, real people with relatable journeys. That's it. That's all that matters. Okay, so they're my golden rules around creating content in the first place. I'm going to go into more detail about editing photos, editing video, talking about the right image sizes for Instagram and all of that stuff a little bit later, but I don't think that's right for today. So what I want you to do is remember these golden rules. 1, be genuine. 2, focus on quality, not quantity. 3, be consistent. And 4, remember that people invest in people. Show as much of that lovely face of yours as you can. They're the fundamentals of running your Instagram account. And if you've got any questions about how to do it, drop me a message in the comments below. But now I'm going to talk to you about how to grow your following. Instagram set out some basic rules on their terms and conditions, which is all about creating and fostering real, genuine interaction. So the most important thing you can do is go and engage with the community around you. There's nothing worse than people who follow to unfollow just to build a few followers, or people that don't engage with the people around them. It becomes very one-sided and selfish interaction. The most important thing you can do is go and interact with the community around you, comment on their posts, but be genuine. Don't just say, nice post. Observe something about it. Talk about something that's nice about that post. Be genuine and real. Take a real interest and people will take an interest in you. Use things like Instagram stories to generate interaction. Ask them questions. Show that you're interested in what your community think. And then use that to improve the content that you post to make it more relevant for that audience that follows you. Do not use dodgy follower tools. Anything that professes to give you more followers, to help you analyze your followers, connect into your Instagram account, don't use it. It's not worth the risk of getting your account deleted, which has been happening more and more recently. Right, here's an important one that you might not realise. Everyone knows that hashtags to an extent are useful, but do you realise quite how useful they can be? If you take the time to do your hashtag research on each and every post, then you're going to have a lot of success in terms of reaching people that wouldn't have seen your account otherwise. There's a couple of ways you can do this. I use a hashtag tool called flick.tech. It's quite cheap, it's a couple of quid a month, £5 a month I think, but what it gives you is a whole range of hashtags that will be useful for your page based on your particular account, so ones that are worth you posting. If not, there's a number of different ways. I'm going to link a couple of YouTube videos that explain how to go and research hashtags. I might post something on it in more detail in future, but it's a really simple process of just takes time. But that's it. That's a simple guide to building your followers on Instagram. Now, going back nearly a year ago, January the 27th is when I started this Instagram account. My golden rule at the beginning, when I had no followers and no one was really engaging with me, no one wanted to see what I was doing, was to spend half an hour every single day interacting genuinely with other people in that community. So going and talking to people, whether they had 10 followers or 10,000 followers, I'd interact and I'd show an interest in their account. And those people that I followed then, I still interact with now. They're still some of the most prominent people in my following. And as that time goes on, some unfollow you, some follow. Don't worry about it. If they unfollow you, don't take it personally. Just get on with your life and focus on doing what you do best, which is being a decent person, bringing up your child the right way, and sharing that journey with other parents. Those three things, in my opinion, are what will get you followers and 10,000 followers by the end of next year. Promise. Now, I'd really appreciate it if you liked what you read. Comment below. It's going to help me grow this page and do more of these videos for you. Like and subscribe if you can. All of this stuff is really appreciated. And yeah, great. Thanks a lot for following.